Hello everybody and welcome back to Simulate Gaming and welcome back to the West Coast here on Farming Simulator 17. So today we've got something quite interesting happening because we're actually going to buy a new tractor. So we need to go to another farm to get that. So let's quickly turn on the head tracking here so you guys can see. Let's get that door closed up. So we're taking the John Deere down just to, you know, get the oil circulating. We've not used it for a couple of episodes. Oh, she's loud. She's loud. She might need an exhaust pipe change soon. There's a pumpkin on the floor. Interesting. So yeah, we're currently heading down to a new farm, pick up a new tractor. Now, as I said in the last video, if you watched that, the last episode of West Coast, sorry, we're going to be concentrating on some animals a lot more lately. So we need, well, I want a tractor that's going to be just staying at the farm basically. So we've got something like quite cheap, just to get us along. Nothing special. You guys have all seen something like it before. Let's quickly go ahead and jump out and get this hooked up here. So we're bringing it back on the Chieftain. We don't have insurance to drive it on the road just yet. We'll sort that out when it's here. I think that's everything we need. Yeah, I think it is. So we'll quickly jump up. Get that plopped in. We don't really need our beacon lights on. We'll put them on anyway. But this trailer shouldn't really be much of an issue. So we should just be able to fling it down the road here at top speed, I'm hoping. Let's try not to squish the pumpkins here. I didn't realise you could chuck them around, so I chucked one around in the last episode thinking it would reset. Turns out that's not the case. It doesn't reset. So we do have the Axion, or Arion, sorry. Is that an Arion Axion? I can never remember. I think it's the Axion 900. We have that seeding away in that field there. That's Billy Bob back once again. Let's get the hand throttle on here. And we'll head down to here. So I hope you guys are well. Welcome back. So, yeah, as I briefly mentioned a second ago, we're going to buy a new tractor. So it's only a little massy, but it's going to be staying at the cow farm just to do all like the feeding and the mucking out and all that malarkey. So there's a front loader tractor, just something cheap and cheerful. So I don't know if we're actually going to get insurance to drive it on the road. That's why we're using the Chieftain trailer today, because it should, touch wood, be staying in the farm. Although it may get used one day if we need like an extra tractor carting or whatever. It's only a small one, so it probably won't be able to handle too much. Let's move over a little bit. So this video is going to be going out on... Oh, I don't even know when this video is going out, to be fair. I'm really bad at planning ahead. God, 8 words simulate. Words. It's currently... What time is it? 8:15, and I've been up since like 7 AM, so if I sound a bit tired, that is why. I do apologise. I'll go through a town here. I was going to say make sure we're doing 30, but this thing only goes 24. Yeah, 24. So I don't think we have to worry about speeding through here. Riverton-on-Sea. Oh, it's only 9:30 in the morning in game, so we're still getting the morning traffic here. Now we could. What way are we going? In fact, I don't actually know how to get to this farm. Let me just double check. So we're there. We need to follow it around. Okay, I think it's this way. I think. We'll have to keep looking at the map because I have no idea how to get there. Let me be honest. Right, everybody, so I believe the entrance to the farm is just around this corner here. This is where we're buying it from. The little neighbour farm. They don't need this tractor anymore, so they're going to be flogging that one off to us today. Now, if it's actually parked up here, you guys might get a little treat here because they have quite a classic tractor, which some of you guys may like. Right, we'll go up here. I think this is the entrance to the farm. Trespassing. Keep out. I think this is the right farm. Hopefully it's the right farm. I'm hoping it is. I'll probably turn our beacon lights off now. Yes. There it is. Well, this is the right farm. Looks like they need to cut their grass soon. It's getting a bit long out here. But this is the tractor we're buying today. This is the little Massey Ferguson 675 cabless. Should be more than capable of what we need it to do. So there is the Ford. The sign's a bit dodgy on that, actually. I might need to fix that texture. Let's get the ramp down here. And we'll jump out and sort this out. There we go. So this is the Ford FW60. Pretty nice tractor. Pretty nice tractor. Proper Ford. These are real, by the way, for those of you that are wondering. So it looks like they've been using it recently. And as well as they got a TS115 as well, which is pretty cool. But this is now ours. This is the Massey Ferguson 675, like I just said. I think it's going to be a good little addition to the farm, personally. Just for the cows and stuff. Cranks up instantly. Perfect for what we need. So quickly get her turned on. We'll load her up onto the trailer. Now she does come with a front loader. Of course, we're not going to be using a little Massey Ferguson front loader on the New Holland or whatever. So We'll be taking this with us today. Comes with the manure fork. We need to buy the rest ourselves. Right, are we going to be able to make this? I believe so. Right, sorry about that. My dog wanted to get in my bedroom. Right, so we're going to hook up this front loader here, nice and steady, so we don't crash into the front. That'll be the most awkward thing to do right at the beginning. Oh, looks like we got it. We can actually give it some height here because we need to get it up onto the trailer. As long as we don't clip the shed coming out, looks like we're good. And now let's load her up. So what's the best way to load this up? I'm going to load it up front ways. Not sure how you do this in real life. Can't say I've ever loaded up a tractor onto a trailer before in real life, so just figured it. It's because I don't want the front loader getting in the way of the ramp, basically. So I'm going to load it up front ways first. Like so. It's pretty clean. It's had a bit of a wash. It's still a bit dirty on the floor and stuff, but it has had a bit of a wash, which is nice of them. Right, so we'll get this thing loaded up here. Nice one. So we're going to be using this thing straight away today, so no hanging around. We're going to take it back to the farm and use it. I think we can actually pick up bales with this thing, so it might be alright. Looks like that's up and running. Actually, no. I was going to keep it on the grippy bit, but I've just realised the ramp comes up, so we won't bother. We'll leave it like that. Awesome. So we'll jump out of here. That is now our official new tractor. So we'll get this all loaded up. I'll quickly lift the ramp up actually while you guys are still with me on camera. There we go. Twist it like that. Awesome. So I'll quickly get this thing taken back to the farm and we'll put it to use straight away. Let's get this door closed. Right, how do we get out of here? That's the question. I'm going to try and do this without losing the Massey. So obviously in real life we'd have to strap this thing on, but unfortunately that's not a thing in the game. Well, it is a thing in the game, but it doesn't work for vehicles. Right. Beacon lights on, and we'll head back to the cow farm. Right, everybody, so we have now made it back to the cow farm. You can see we've got happy little cows out there. Probably waiting to be cleaned out because they're a little bit dirty, hence the reason why we got this to begin with. So let's quickly go ahead, get the beacon lights off. We'll lower the ramp here. I think we're ready to unload it now, so let's get this door open real quick. In fact, I'll turn the IC off just in case it causes FPS issues. We'll get the door closed. We'll jump up onto the trailer. And we'll get this thing taken off the trailer. Let's get it lifted up so we don't clip it on the way down. Right, slow and steady wins the race. We did it. Whew. Thought we were going to topple over them. So, where do we need to go in these doors, actually, don't we? These big double doors. So, to make a quick start on this, straight away, we'll quickly go ahead and muck these out. We haven't mucked them out just yet. So, we'll do that real quick. Now, how do we use this thing? So, that's obviously that. Okay, you twist to open it. For those of you who don't know, this joystick on the side panel does have a twist mode, which is why I was questioning that. Now, we're going to be able to do it with this much straw, hopefully. We'll do it in third person so you guys can actually see what we're doing. Because the straw doesn't have collisions, which is good. Right, we'll just do... Oh, we're caught on something. Let's reverse up then and do some at this side. So it's not actually that much manure. I thought we had a lot more manure on the floor than this. I thought we'd have to do loads of buckets, but it looks like we're getting most of it into one. So much we can actually get in. What's that? 76%. Let's rotate the camera around. I think that's it for that side of the pasture. Let's take it down and do it this way. So as you can see, this is exactly why we bought this tractor, just so we could basically tend to our cows without having to transport one of our big tractors down, or even possibly our telehandler, and risk putting that out of work when it could be doing some field work. Okay, is that 100% now? Yeah, it is. It's 100%. Let's get it folded up. And we'll take it down here. So I did look at this earlier before I recorded, just so I knew exactly where I was going. So there's a little gate. Oh, we could do that door, actually. Oh, let's do the door. Didn't think of that. Don't know why I went to open the door then. There is no door on the Massey. Let's get this door open here. That's much easier. So I wasn't about those gates there. But this works also. Hopefully the cows don't run away. Right, there we go. And this is where we store our manure. So I'm going to assume it's not going to be very... Well, we're tipping over! We're tipping over. Realism. Realism. Probably should have a front weight. Although we did actually drop all the manure by doing that, which actually kind of worked in our favour. Right, let's reverse that up here. What are we stuck on? We're kissing the wall a little bit too much there. Right. Back up. And we'll go back and get the rest of it. So I'm assuming we're not going to have very much manure out of this. I thought we'd have a lot more. Now we do actually need to go up to the other farm and bring down our mixer wagon. Forgot to do that. I was meant to start off the video by doing that. But we had to buy this instead. Right. I think that's pretty much all of it now. Front door's actually a little bit too low there. Okay. Drop it down. This gets a little bit confusing. So if you have never used a side panel before, this one here, the joystick is actually 2 joysticks in one, just by flicking one of the buttons on there. So at the moment I've got a red light on, which I've personally got set up for the camera, and when it's a blue light it controls implements. So I need it on blue mode to make the front loader go up and down, but then to move the camera around I've got to switch it around to the red mode. So as you can tell, it gets a little bit confusing sometimes, but it's good. I'm glad that we've got those features on the side panel. Right, I think that's all of it. Just making sure we've not... Oh, there's a little bit here that we've missed. Collect that. I think that might be it. Think being the key word there. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Let's quickly get this closed up just in case we drop it. Now, must add that to my shopping list. We need to wait for this thing so we can actually use the front loader properly without it tipping over. Which is going to get a little bit awkward now because we're about to use it for bales, so we might have to get the front weight sooner rather than later. Right, let's get that in here. Unloader, and I think we're now done with that. Yeah, so that's all the manure done. So this is going to slowly build up over time. Hopefully, the aim is to get some manure for our next potato plant. Now, we've not even harvested the first load yet, so we ain't got to worry about it just yet. Right, let's park back in here a minute. If there's any manure here now, we'll just leave it. It means it's only just spawned. Let's get that turned around a minute. We'll get this gate closed. And, yeah. So what I need to do real quick is head back up to the... Actually, we've got the class here with us, haven't we? Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's get this turned off a bit. We'll leave this in the cow pasture. Hopefully they don't hurt themselves on it. Let's get that closed up. So now we no longer need this down here. This telehandler can now go... Oh, that's a good idea. What we'll do is we'll load up the telehandler now we're here. What a perfect convenience. Right, so jump into the JCB with a clear New Holland symbol on the steering wheel. We'll ignore that. Just trying to let it ruin the immersion. This is clearly a New Holland. We all know that. But it's the closest thing I can get to a JCB that's not the articulated one. I really want Sam M modding from FS15 to convert his. That was an... Oh gosh. What's happening? What's happening? We've fallen through the telehandler. Not the telehandler. We've fallen through the ramp. Oh no. What's going on here? What is going on? Okay, so I want the most realistic way to load up the JCB, but that wasn't my fault. I have no idea what happened then. It just suddenly lost all its collisions, the ramp. Not sure what that's about. But let's quickly get this lower down here. Get all that malarkey back off now. Right, so quickly back at the yard here. We're going to get this front... Oh gosh, let's move the camera around a little bit. So this front weight is... Oh, actually, I got told off in the last video for this. Hang on, let's find out where this thing is. Is that it? There we go. I didn't even realise that was a thing until the last video. I do apologise. Turns out you got to manually put out the front, not front loaders. You know what I mean. Front hydraulics. That's the one. Right. So there's the front weight. This is for the telehandler. This front weight. The pumpkin's still in the way. And then finally, what we need is the mixer wagon, which is right there in the corner. It's a bit rusty. We haven't used it for a long, long time. It's just been shoved here in the corner of the farm. Right there we... In fact, no, we'll do this realistically. We'll jump out. Get that hooked up here. Get the PTO in. And that should do it. Right, so finally, we'll take this down to the cow farm, and we should be ready to actually finally feed our cows. So see you guys in a second. How's the class getting on? Not bad, not bad. Right, awesome. Actually, I just realised, like, we didn't actually need to put the PTO on because we are not going to be using that. This is going on the back of the Massey, I assume. So what we need to do is get the weight in a good place for it as well. Here should do fine. So we'll drop the weight. We'll close the front hydraulics now that I'm actually aware that it's there. And that's it with the John Deere. I'm not going to bother taking the John Deere back right now though, because I don't want to waste so much time on this video just driving back and forward. So let's get that turned off here until we're ready to go. This will be our vehicle back to the main yard, basically. Right, now we need to, whilst we're here, we'll open this gate. This gate? No? That gate opens. Why won't this one open? Okay, we need the mouse for this one. Must remember to map that out shortly. And we'll get back into our beautiful new Massey here. It's not new, it's old, but you know what I mean. It's new to us. In fact, we can use the John Deere. Yeah, we'll use the John Deere. We're going to use the John Deere after all that. Right, so we'll get that done like that. Let's quickly move this out of the way because I decided we are going to use the John Deere after all. I'm not very organised this video, I do apologise. Oh, the door's still open. That's handy. Right. Close that up. Get her into reverse. We'll hook up the mixer wagon. So this is going to be doing the feeding today, and we're going to do the actual loading up of the mixer wagon. Like so. So I didn't have to disconnect that after all, which is interesting. Whilst we're here, let's quickly open up the, if I can remember how to do it. Which controls it? There we go. Saw it then. Let's open up the grate. I'm not really sure what that does, but we'll do it anyway. I'll tell you what, we'll leave it there. We'll be able to get him in from there. So what we need to do actually is turn it on. So that should now, let me just cheat a little bit and move the camera up. Yeah, so that's now spinning away. And we can finally, after all this messing around, start loading it up. And we'll finally give our cows some real food. So I think they're okay for straw. So we might not need to do that. What we are going to do is load up 2 silage, 1 hay maybe? I don't think it matters. There we go. So that is now... Actually, that's a pretty good fit this weight. Look at that. It's a pretty good fit. Maybe... In fact, no, not maybe. It's way too heavy for this tractor in real life, but we'll ignore it for now. Right. And then finally, like I said, we'll start loading this up. So I'm going to start off with... How many hay bales we got? 12. How much silage have we got? Tell you what, we'll just experiment. We're going to put in 2 silage, 1 hay for now. And hopefully that'll do the trick. If I can actually turn this. This thing's got a terrible turning circle. No, no, we won't be able to grab. Will we? No, we won't be able to grab. Actually, we might be able to grab 2 bales. We might be able to. Let's try it. Get it closed up. No, we got 1. Only the 1. We made a bit of a mess as well, but we'll ignore that. This camera's so jerky today. Right. So there's our 1 hay. Now we just need 2 silage. Right, is it going to be tall enough? I believe so. Get in. There we go. There's our hay. And now 2 silage. I'm going to do the silage one at a time. I don't want to be messing around with silage bales. They're really expensive to replace if we mess up. Right, let's move the camera around a minute. But we might not have any choice. We may have to pick 2 up. Looks like we're picking 2 up. Right, reverse so we don't bring the whole pile with... No, I didn't dig in hard enough. Didn't dig in hard enough. No, they missed. I don't think we can pick up silage, can we? Doesn't seem to be working. Oh, hang on, we got it. Come on. Okay, we got one. One's good enough for now. We'll have to come back and get the other one in a second. Oh, I think just got that. Yeah, for some reason this bale fork... Well, not a bale fork, let me take it back. For some reason, these forks don't... Or this bucket even doesn't really like picking up bales, although it is registered to pick up bales. Like so. Like, dig in. It won't dig in. Like, stop. In real life, this will be a lot easier. Right, stay there. Just while we dump you into here. Stay, 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 stay. Ah, it's gonna fall. Oh, we got it. Right, I'm going to quickly jump out and see how that's doing. It looks like it's nowhere near full at the moment, but we'll double check. So it's only 62% full, so we might need another hay after this as well. So we'll put in another silage, we'll see what that says, and then... Actually, we'll soon see. We might be able to put a bit of straw in there as well, actually. We might be able to. Oh, there's another one. That one actually went on a little bit easier than the other one. As long as it stays until we drop it. Go. Right. So we'll quickly check this. Let's see what percentage it's on now. 94. Okay, we're not going to bother putting straw in for just 6%. I'd rather not waste it. So we'll quickly move this out of the way. And we'll unload this. So what side does it actually go onto? Onto the left side. Is it just left side? Yes, it is. So we need to go all the way around. Which is interesting. Oh, you're meant to be in reverse. There we go. So we want to go around. What's the best way? I think we're going to actually use the gates this time. Just so we have more room to... There's the old mixer wagon. Oh, that's a slurry manure spreader, sorry. Where's the old mixer wagon? I did see one around here the other day. Maybe it was a different yard. Right. Let's get this open. No, what am I doing? Wrong gate. There it is. Supposed to be going down that passage there. My bad. Probably some guys screaming at me now. There's something seriously wrong with this John Deere. Something seriously wrong with it. There's something wrong with the hitch. Right. Hopefully we can make this turn. Although it's got the turning circle of a small galaxy. This John Deere. Go. You can do it. Let's get our lights on here. Whoa, fog. We got fog. We're going to leave it off. Right, finally. Are we going to start mixing this thing? No? Oh, bit of a delay, but it is working. So the class Axion has finished work as well. That's good timing. And also, we're feeding our cows the first load. Whoa, why is it coming up red? Anybody know why the food's coming up red? Is that part of the map or what? That wasn't red a minute ago. In the back of the thing, it's like a greeny, yellowy colour. Browny, greeny, yellow, but when it's coming out into the trough, it's red. Anyone have any idea why that's doing that? Have we accidentally slipped some beetroot into there? Without me realising? I just want to turn that light off, it's pointless. Well, there we go. So that is our first load. Let's see how full the animals are after that. Where is the animals? There we go. Power food, silage. Okay, so they're okay for straw. They're not even halfway on the power food yet. So what I'm going to do is fill this up one more time. I'll time-lapse this. And, yeah, we'll see how good they are after that. Might be a better solution just to leave this parked like this instead. So yeah, I'll fill this up again and I'll see you guys in a jiffy. Okay, ready, so we have now filled this up again. Hopefully it should be on the same sort of ratio. Yes, it is, 94. So we'll take this round and unload this next one once again. So we went for, you may have saw the time lapse, we went for 2 hay that time. We're going to keep it varied like that, just so we don't run out of one thing way before the other. So it should stay pretty even. We just need to remember to stay on top of our stock, basically. Right, let's go ahead and unload this. Eventually, let's get the rear light turned on here. So this should sort our cows out for today at least. We also need to give them a drink, but I don't know how interesting that is to be on camera, so we might just do that off camera. Right, come on, chop chop. So unloads really slow, this thing, jeez. So we had no straw. All the straw basically does, guys, is basically a filler, for those of you who don't know. It just fills it. It does do something else, so I can't remember what it is. Yeah, I cannot remember. But they have got straw individually. Come on, last bit. And there we go. So thank you very much for joining me in this episode. If you did enjoy it, please slap that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more from myself. I've been Simulate Gaming. I'll see you here in the next one.